countries that have worn masks, that have had universal mask policies in place at the beginning of this pandemic, have seen a substantial reduction and mitigation of the spread of COVID-19 and this virus. States that have also mandated requirements, in cities and counties, large and small, have also seen slower spread in comparison to other states that have not adopted, or other counties and communities that have not adopted these standards. The evidence is simply overwhelming. Masks keep Californians healthy. And as a consequence, we have for many, many months now, going back to the beginning of many of these presentations, been encouraging you to wear masks. Of course, the last number of weeks now, it's a mandate in the state of California, and for good reason. This slide I've presented to you before is a slide that gives you a sense of how far the droplets, when you cough, go, and how far a distance those droplets can go if you sneeze. Just take a look at this closely. If you cough, droplets go about 6 feet. Even if you take a big exhale, droplets go as far as 4.5 feet. But if you sneeze, 26 feet. So it's just a reminder of the power and potency of these masks to mitigate the spread of those droplets and to keep you healthier and keep others healthier and safer at the same time. For months now, we have been putting out PSAs, public awareness campaigns. Recently, we put out one with all of the ex-governors, and just very proud of Governor Schwarzenegger and his inspiration for this idea to encourage Governor Brown, Governor Davis, and Governor Wilson to put out a PSA. And what was notable about this public awareness campaign that we put out a number of weeks back was not only that 4 ex-governors were willing to do it, which was humbling in and of itself, but 2 representing the Republican Party, 2 representing the Democratic Party, making the point that this is not a partisan issue, this is not a political issue, this is a public health issue. We did PSAs that we put out in a very culturally competent way in many different languages all throughout the last number of months, encouraging you, back when we had the stay-at-home order more formally advanced, encouraging you to practice physical distancing, social distancing, to do the kind of hygiene that is required at this moment, and of course, wear masks. We did animations. We went so far as to, well, when in doubt, pull in the Seinfeld cast and got Larry David. If you haven't seen these PSAs, I, by the way, encourage you to take a look at these PSAs that are on the covid19.ca.gov website, or just type in Larry David PSA. And of course, you can't be an ex-lieutenant governor and not be a fan of Veep. And so we also had Julia do a video for us as well. Snoop Dogg, Kim Kardashian. I honestly could add to many of these. I can show you images of PSAs we put out, but we tried to really break the barriers in terms of breaking down, meeting people where they are by age, demographic, whether or not they're watching broadcast TV, radio, or social media, if you're on TikTok or you're on Instagram, if you're doing more traditional social media on large platforms. We tried to reach out, but we did so in more of an episodic way. We are now launching a major public awareness campaign, announcing it formally today, launching it formally today, that is much more comprehensive, much more dynamic, we hope much more impactful, to encourage people to wear masks and mitigate the spread of this virus. We've already received, and I couldn't be more proud, to have received $10.75 million in this campaign, $27 million additional dollars in-kind contributions to begin and to launch this campaign. I just want to be, express gratitude, and want to express appreciation, particularly to the CDC Foundation, the Sierra Health Foundation, the Chan Zuckerberg Foundation, to Jeff Skoll and his foundation, to Rick Caruso as an individual contributor, to Tom Steyer as an individual contributor, and to our entire Business and Jobs Recovery Task Force that helped inspire this effort and has helped organize our effort in a multidisciplinary approach. Again, radio, TV, a focus on messages that we think can hit home in traditional ways, more emotional ways, and again, in messages that people can understand in Arabic, in Cantonese, in Mandarin, in Vietnamese, and other languages, and clearly Spanish. I'll give you a preview of what this public service announcement will look like. It includes, and I'll get to that in a moment, some billboards as well, animation. But we'll start with these two very short videos that will give you a sense of what you're going to start seeing on your TV screen.
Con el sudor en la frente y las sonrisas escondidas, los lentes empañados y las miradas dedicadas, un pedacito de tela demuestra que los demás te importan. Por favor, usa mascarilla. Cumplamos con nuestra parte para reducir la propagación.